We begin week 7, our second to the last week of our online study in corporate finance. This is Professor Hasse, and our lecture video for this week 7 will be posted tomorrow, Tuesday. Today is Monday, December 6th, and I'm posting case number 4 today, alternative capital strategies. This case is due in 2 weeks, December 19th, Sunday. It's in your chosen format. You can use APA, you can use PowerPoint, you can use Excel. That's probably not recommended. Or you can just answer the questions on the exam, on the case study itself. So it's your option. You choose the format. You will not be penalized. There's nothing to do with the format of this case. Just answer the questions of case number 4, alternative capital financing. Now, this goes over the next 2 weeks of our class. In my lecture video tomorrow, I'll talk about a couple of articles I would like you to read this week. And we're going to be talking about mergers and acquisitions. And next week, in our final week 7, we'll be talking about capital leasing. Instead of purchasing assets and financing them, how about leasing? We do a lot of that every day in our own individual financing. We lease cars, we lease equipment, we rent apartments. That's all leasing. So we'll talk about that in week number 8. And there's a question on that in our case number 4. But this is a 2-week case. You have extra time over this because of you're also working on the electrics case. And speaking of the electrics case, we'll have a review session this Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. More on that in my lecture video tomorrow, but let's just take a quick look at case number 4. It's a variety of questions that talk about all other ways of attaining capital for a company and in the strategic advantage or disadvantage that these alternative capital strategies have. The first question has to do with our topic next week, lease financing. What is lease financing? How can it aid a small business? Second question is from the chapters we recently discussed, but I'm looking for your interpretations. If you were creating a business today, would you? Why or why not? How would the topics and discussions of our articles in week 7 guide your strategies? What type of businesses would you choose and how would you finance? For a business startup, what would be your greatest fear and why? So if you would be starting a company today, would you? Please explain. Would you not? Please explain. And then finally, the topic for this week, which will be the topic in my introduction video to the week tomorrow, Tuesday. If for the firm that you chose in this course, I want you to go back 20 odd years to the year 2000 and determine if that company has been participating in any mergers or acquisitions from 2000 to 2021 today. Some of your companies have been participated in plenty of mergers and acquisitions. Just pick one and give that example by answering the following question. What was the date of the merger? What was the dollar amount of the transaction? The reason of the merger or acquisition? In your interpretation, was it a result, a success, or a failure for your corporation that you've chosen? 1 page is all that's necessary for that answer. Go back in history on your specific company, which you're probably becoming very familiar with by now in this course, and see if they've participated or been a subject of a merger or an acquisition. If you cannot find anything, let me know, because I did a little research on this and I believe many of your companies can answer this question. But if you're having difficulties finding data, just give me a shout out. So that is our case number 4. And then also I give you some information about beginning to think about our course evaluations for this class. They will be emailed to you and the links will be up this Wednesday, December 8th. And you have until December 20th to participate in this evaluation. Here are the links to those evaluations. They're a little bit different than the past. But if you know your CRN number, it's either 1198 or 2949. You click on that link and you can answer the questions about our course. Why am I asking you to do this? Because it's important. It provides me feedback. It provides the university for feedback about our courses, about our online, and about the value you are or are not getting from this class. So please take the time over the next couple weeks and answer them. I would greatly appreciate it. Uh, if you have any questions on this, be sure to let me know, and I will remind you this over and over over the next 2 weeks. So there's case number 4. It's up and running. You have basically 2 weeks to do it. So case number 3 has been posted. I'll be beginning the grading this week. Case number 4 due December 19th. And for a lot of you, you're beginning to send me your drafts of your work in the electrics case, which is also due on the 19th and the subject of additional study this week. So thanks everybody. Have a great rest of the day Monday. We'll talk to you tomorrow with our week 7 video. Until then, adios.